If you want to make a quick cash, you guys not gonna be able to stick in a sport for a long time, because sport is not about being quick. It's a long, lifelong marathon. Everybody think that owning a big studio and it is so easy, but I want to break that idea. It is not. Own a huge studio, it is a lot of responsibilities. It is not easy at all. A lot of tears, sleepless nights stays behind it. I think it's just like for any entrepreneur who owns any business, small or big, it is a 24/7 job. You sleep sometimes. At first, I don't know, you don't really sleep at first. So it is really, it's not easy. I'm not complaining right now, but it is not an easy task. Own a studio can look amazing from the outside, I agree, yes, but it's the inside of it is not, it's not all happy. Sometimes it can get pretty nasty at certain points. As for today, I own a huge studio. We have 5 ballrooms, 14,000 square feet facility in one of the biggest cities in the United States. I truly believe that I built the best studio in the United States of America, the Ballroom studio. Besides the ballroom, we have break dance, swing dance. We have companies that come here and rent the floor. Some events for the dance classes, we have at some events we have 150, 200 people. It is a very, it's a very popular and big place, and that's what people see from the outside. A strong team of kids, really good coaches, flow of people, flow of money, of course. And it creates an image, an idea of being success of a successful success in United States. And people are so proud to say, like, to know me or to be affiliated with our studio. And that part, all of that is all marketing. That's great. But I don't want to say nobody know how it all started. I have coaches that work with me for 10 years and they know exactly how it all started. I have coaches that fly from other countries to help us, and they also know how it all started and how it goes. And believe me, we had some bad times when I was running around in the studio yelling at people, telling them that we're going to close the doors. We had some harsh times. We pulled through the times. And now I'm sitting here. I feel like I can tell you the not the key to success on how to do it, but I know I can give some advice to people on how they not what they should and shouldn't do, but how it all worked and was. I have to tell you that owning the business in the United States is totally different than owning the business in in my country, in Russia, for example, or in any post-Soviet Union countries, or in Europe or in Asia. Totally different thing. In United States, it is very much of a client-oriented thing. Over there, it's more of a achievement-oriented things. So those two things you cannot mix together. You have to understand the difference between I'm trying to achieve something here or I'm trying to make money. Okay, so a lot of times dancers, athletes that come from other country, they work for idea, they work for a the result, like I want to this child to be the best. Yes, true, but do not forget that you're dealing with people who are oriented onto the client oriented people, and then they don't really worry about their child's achievements as much as you do, because more than likely their kid is not going to be a professional dancer in United States. More than likely they're going to be lawyers, doctors, and somebody else, because the families that can afford to pay for ballroom dancing in United States are not professional ballroom dancers themselves. So they want their children to be successful in United States in this life. Ballroom dancing is a character, it's a discipline, and it's the best investment into your child. First of all, as for today, I have to tell you, you have to learn how to say no. You have got to learn how to say no. You have to get rid of mom and pop shop in your company, because most of the times for dancers, it starts as mom and pop shop. We as a ballroom dancers, especially the immigrants from other countries, when we come and we start our own business, we look for people who can help us so we can help them. So we do some kind of exchange with people. And my key is not, my case is not the only case. I know every single studio around, not around me, in United States, started as a family project, or I teach classes, my mom was on the front desk, somebody else teaching your son, and the parent of this son is helping us doing something. It works at the beginning, but if you want to grow, and if you are planning to expand, that little system has to go. It has to stop, because um, I didn't say you shouldn't do business within the family. I say that you should do business with the family, but you have to assign each person the tasks. You have to tell them exactly what to do, and they have to know who is in charge, because in the end of the day, you are the one who will be taking financial risks. They won't. They will be telling you that we've been helping you all these years, all these months, all these days, and you are just ungrateful and blah blah blah. But you are the one who is taking financial risk. Every time you zip your mouth and you see something is wrong and you don't tell them what is wrong, every time you do not communicate because, oh, but she's my best friend, or she's my sister, or I love him, he's my uncle. Every time you do not tell people no, it's going to create a chain of events. Eventually, it's going to become a huge snowball that is going to knock you down. And when that moment will happen, you will be the one taking financial risks, and the other people are not going to be a part of it. So do not do not create a mom and pop shop out of your studio. You have to have a strictly business communications with your workers. They have to know that you are the boss, and they have to know exactly what to do. And if they don't do what you ask them to do, they have to know that there will be circumstances that come in with it. You have to have a plan, and you also have to have the idea of where you're going to go. It is very important. You have to have in your head a 10x idea of where I want to be, and then you have to have a plan on how to get there. It's a rule of do be have. What do I want to have? So what do I have to do to have it? And who do I have to become to do that, to have that? And when you own a business, you have to become a business owner, not a teacher, not a coach, not a mom, not a nanny, not a friend, not a nobody. At one point of your life, you will find yourself very lonely, and that is totally normal, and it's totally fine, because if you're the leader, the one leader of your company, no matter how big is the company, you're gonna end up standing somewhere, and you look to the right and left, and there's people around you that are below you that are looking for your directions. And if you're going to constantly listen to the advice from left and right, you won't be able to have your own decision and make your own plans of where the company goes. So you're going to be very distracted, you're going to be confused, and that is a bad leader. So if you are the leader of your company, you have to understand that you have to be ready for hate, you have to be ready for making harsh decisions, you have to be ready to fire people, you have to be ready to take financial risks, you have to be ready to take to tell people no, and you have to be ready to make plans and to follow the plans. Be very disciplined and be consistent no matter what, even if your bank account is going into minus. And I know for a fact that a lot of studios are struggling sometimes, and if that happens, it is okay. You just have to figure out what to do, how to do, and stick to the plan and go forward. It should not matter to you who say what and how and everything, because people that were that are going to be around you, they're gonna call you. I actually been called because you're acting crazy, and I am this like I'm irresponsible and this and that, and it's fine, because when you're trying to step onto the next step, you're gonna have these people unhappy. If they don't want to grow together with you, they're gonna be unhappy with you separating yourself and going up. It's totally fine. It doesn't mean somebody's bad, but that only means that they don't want to have what you want to have. They don't want to do what you want to do, and that is okay, because next set of people is going to come and they're going to work with you, and then guess what's going to happen? Step 3 is going to happen. Step 4 is going to happen. You can keep the people for 20 and 30 years in your life. I have people in my life for 20 or 30 people. I do, but those people grow together with me. And those who don't want to grow together with me, they have to stop the way at some point, because they simply cannot run a long life marathon. It's a short distance people, and they help a lot. And thank you. But you guys, it's not easy. It is tough. And the only reason why I'm saying it, because I know from my own experience how tough it is. And I know that a lot of guys, a lot of dancers, a lot of people who come from other countries, when they open the studios, they rely on their relatives and friends. And that's fine. But learn how to say no. Anyways, guys, if you like this type of information, if you like this type of material, let's say, please subscribe. Let us know if you are interested in it, so we can spend our time and feel more for you. I have a lot of experience, and my name is Katrina Volgina, and I'm the owner of the best studio in the United States. I do have a lot of experience, I do have a lot of advice, and I can share it with you absolutely free. You just have to let us know that you really need that. But if you don't, let us know what would you like us to do. Hit the button below, like right there, button below.